Hello, I am Alderman Willam Russell, the 692nd Lord Mayor of the City of London, the original home of the London Bridge, which now stands in Lake Havasu City. I am speaking to you now from the Mansion House, just a few hundred yards from the current London Bridge across the River Thames. I'm sorry I'm not able to join you in person today, but I'm very pleased to be taking part in this celebration of the golden anniversary of the grand opening of the London Bridge in Lake Havasu City. Thank you very much to Mayor Carl Sheehy for the invitation. The role of Lord Mayor of London goes back to the 12th century, and it means I am the civic head of the City of London Corporation, which we believe to be the oldest elected municipal government body in the world. The term City of London does not mean the whole of modern-day London. Rather, it refers to this small area, also known as the Square Mile, in the heart of London, where the original city was built, guarded by medieval city walls. London Bridge was the only bridge from the city across the River Thames, a vital thoroughfare for people, animals, and goods. Indeed, farmers would drive their sheep and cattle across the bridge to sell them at market. But if someone was made a freeman of the city, they did not have to pay the usual toll, which was in place back then. This historic privilege is still marked to this day, with an annual sheep drive where freemen and women of the city are invited to drive sheep across London Bridge each September. The medieval London Bridge had shops and houses built along it, meaning the road became very narrow and overcrowded. This was the old London Bridge, the subject of famous songs like London Bridge is Falling Down. The London Bridge now standing in Lake Havasu is the new London Bridge, which was opened in the 1830s. The bridge, which served London as it grew to be the world's biggest and busiest city in the 19th century, and which stood here until the late 1960s. Sadly, by this time, the bridge was sinking into the River Thames, which led to the decision by the City of London Corporation to put the bridge up for sale and to build another one to replace it. The story of how this bridge came to its new home in Arizona is an incredible one. Indeed, it's reported that Robert McCulloch himself described it as the craziest idea I've ever heard. Crazy perhaps, but brilliant, and ultimately successful. It was the vision and ingenuity of Robert McCulloch and Cornelius Vanderbilt which brought this iconic and historic bridge over 5,000 miles to its new home in the desert, each stone being individually marked so it could be reassembled brick by brick. So that now London Bridge and its old-fashioned lampposts have swapped the fog of old London for the much sunnier climes of Arizona. The city business people and market traders have been replaced by holiday makers and spring breakers. The rebuilding was going on at the time when my grandfather, Sir Ian Bowater, was Lord Mayor of London. It was his successor as Lord Mayor, Sir Peter Studd, who 50 years ago attended the opening ceremony. The City of London has maintained a close connection with Lake Havasu City ever since. In 2018, one of my predecessors, Sir Charles Bowman, attended the 50th anniversary of the laying of the foundation stone by Sir Gilbert Inglefield, as well as welcoming a delegation from Lake Havasu to London. McCulloch did much more than build a bridge for the city of Lake Havasu. He built a lasting bridge between two cities and two nations. I like to think that this bridge symbolizes the close relationship between the United States of America and the United Kingdom, the bonds between the people of Lake Havasu City and the City of London. There is a strong reminder of this in the British and American flags flying side by side along the road. I was pleased to see that you have the longest running series of commemorative coins in the world to commemorate the bridge, a coin series which is now in its 50th and final year. I hope we will all continue to celebrate this bridge, which links Lake Havasu City and the City of London together. I hope one of my successors as Lord Mayor will be able to visit again in person soon. And if you have not already, I hope you will have the chance to visit London and see our latest incarnation of London Bridge here. Thank you.